Hello again, everyone. Welcome back and welcome to the year in review, where I'm going to highlight my top 25. Now, I'm going to do this a little different this year. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of talk. You're going to see the list of cigars and the pictures and the descriptions go by, and I'm only going to come back when it's warranted. There'll be a big move one way or the other or something like that. Now, a few stats. I reviewed 128 cigars this year. 122 of them are widely available, and 6 were limited release as far as maybe shop exclusives. The highest score I gave was 96.67. The lowest was 80. Of the eligible top 25 cigars, there were 34. 93.67 or above. There were 34 of them. Which is the category of I would definitely buy again. Only 25 of those 34 made the top 25. Let's look at a few more stats. 92.33 to 93.33. 1 point difference, but there were 26 of those cigars. 90 to 92 rating, 36, and below 90, there were 32. So that is the stats. Those are the stats, I should say. So in reverse order, starting with number 25 for 2021, here we go. The PARTAGAS DECADAS 2020 is a perfect example of why I need to come back and explain. Original score was 95.33. So why is it for the year so low? It's very simple. Draw issues. These cigars came in crystal tubes, and I don't know if that holds too much humidity, but the cigars don't draw well. You find one that does and one that doesn't, and because of the draw issues, I just couldn't rank it any higher. Good flavors, but draw issues. The Plasencia 601 is just a victim of early year ratings. I reviewed it on April the 10th, and it received a score of 95. It's a very good cigar, but since then, comparing it to the other cigars that came out all year and after that, it just didn't quite hold up to that high level. Now, the original scores hold. They are just what they are. My initial thoughts, but at the end of the year, when you put them head to head, it's a victim of just going head to head and dropping down. There's nothing wrong with the cigar, but it's not quite at the top level. The Villa Casdagli Pegasus. Pretty much the same story of going against the other cigars. It was reviewed almost dead middle of the year, July. So now it's going to go against all the ones after it and all the ones before it. It's a very, very good cigar, but when I compared it to the others, it is placed right where I think it ought to be. Its original score, 96.33. It is an excellent cigar based on that score alone, and I stand by it. But there's nothing wrong with the cigar. It just didn't compete head to head with the others advantageously. The Bauhaus was definitely an exception. I reviewed it in late January, and it held on with its 95 rating very well through the playoffs. Now, you might ask yourself, why is this cigar in the top cigars? It's not available in the United States, but it is available in Europe, and I have a lot of European viewers, and it is a fantastic cigar. I still hope that Drew Estate will release it in the United States because it is very good. The Aganorsa Rare Leaf Robusto. This cigar made the biggest move of all the cigars in the top 25. Originally reviewed March 9th and received a 93.67. I don't know if my taste changed or if the comparisons with other cigars made a difference, but it is great. I love this cigar, and that makes it worthy of being number 5. The Winston Churchill LE 21 is two things: a very good cigar and the most expensive cigar in my top 25. And it's very well worthy of number 2. I absolutely love this cigar. And if you go back and watch the video, you'll say, I hate to tell you this, folks, but this is a really good cigar and it costs a lot of money. I've seen them as low as 28. I've seen them as high as 32 a piece. But excellent cigar. The Late Hour is another cigar from Davidoff that was very good this year. Just didn't make my top 25 cutoff line, but it's still very good. But this Winston Churchill LE 21, excellent. There you have it, the Bishop's Blend 2021 Corona Gorda. My cigar of the year was an easy choice. Highest ranked cigar all year. If you have watched that video, I said in there at least once, if not more, that this was the most impressive cigar I had up to that point, and it held its ground through the playoffs easily. James Brown has 2 of the top 3, and in a lot of reviewers' year ends, you won't see him. I have no idea why, because he is making some fantastic cigars. For me, a worthy number 1. So that'll do it for this year. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have. I appreciate your comments and your support. And I look forward to next year.